Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Paul. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be just doing an overview on some of the tanks I have, some of my thoughts, and what I'd like to see, changed, what's kind of going on. To start, I don't know how to fix this, but the camera makes the tank look super yellow. In person, it looks a lot more white or lighter colored, and the plants look a lot more green as opposed to the brown. So I'm not sure what's going on. I am filming on an iPhone, so that could be why. But these are my pea puffers. This is a 20-gallon long tank setup. These guys are doing good. I've had them for a little while now. They're starting to fatten up quite a bit. When I got them, they were really skinny, like really skinny. So I've been feeding lots of bloodworms, lots of snails, and they seem to be putting on some weight, which is good to see. They're all, right now, they're all chilling at the glass, wondering where their next meal is going to be. I do have a bumblebee goby in here. I'm not sure where he ended up. And then I didn't really know where to put this guy, but I've got a rice fish in the back there who kind of likes to hang out with these guys. But as you can see, they're doing good. They're looking healthy. In this 20 long, a lot of people will say don't stock very many peas. They're really aggressive. All of these guys have been getting along really good. I've got more than the recommended amount, so to speak. I find in my experience that the more peas you can cram into a tank, the better. It seems to spread out the aggression a lot. So I really haven't seen any kind of nipping or chasing or anything like that. The only time they get a little bit funky is during feeding. But it's not after one fish, and it's not a consistent, biting or chasing each other type of thing. It's always this one-off, like, oh, he chased him for a split second and that's it. So if you're going to keep peas, this is just my opinion and my experience. I recommend you keep more peas than what a lot of people say. If you're going to do a 20-gallon long, I would try to get 10 or 12 in there. And that's been working well for me. As you can see, there's a little bit of chasing going on, but nothing crazy. As far as plants go in here, I've got hornwort, java fern, guppy grass. Obviously, the guppy grass has taken over the tank, which is pretty typical with this stuff. I can't seem to get it to grow any slower than what it is. It is a constant maintenance thing. So if you're looking for a fast-growing plant, I definitely recommend guppy grass. But yeah, I just want to kind of show this tank off a little bit. There are some bubbles along the top that are from this filter. My water level is a little low, so there's a lot of air getting pumped in as that water drops in. I did test the water. It's not an ammonia spike or anything like that. All the parameters are good. It's just the aeration from the filter going on right now, and there's not a ton of flow in this area, so they kind of collect. But yeah, moving on. This is the newly set up 20-gallon high. If you haven't seen that setup video, go check it out. It's pretty fun to watch. It's more of a Foo the Flower Horn style video. So if you're into that, I think it's pretty enjoyable. If you're not into that, no worries. But right now in here, I just have snails. I'm not running any kind of filtration, so there is a little bit of film along the top, which what I'm finding is the snails actually love grazing on it. You'll see snails will actually go upside down for it to be eating that. And then, yeah, lots of plants. I've got some Amazon swords in different areas. The hornwort is absolutely exploding since I've put it in. I do need to get some root tabs or something for these root feeding plants. A little bit of guppy grass in this cracked rock, which is really cool. But yeah, let me know what you guys think I should stock in here. I'm kind of debating on moving those pea puffers into this tank and letting them kind of graze on all these snails for a while. If you haven't seen all these snails getting added, go check out the shorts. We've been doing a new snail per new sub. I think we're coming up on day 5 now. We're getting close to that 30 snail mark. So that's been fun to watch. But yeah, I'm not sure what I want to put in here. I'd like to potentially breed the peas. I'm also thinking about maybe getting some celestial pearl danios. I'm just not really sure what I want to do with this tank yet. Moving on to the 40-gallon. This is a 40-gallon long. It's basically the same size as 220 gallons tall. The Amazon swords are doing well. But I am noticing some holes in leaves and, some dying back a little bit. So I do have some root tabs coming in, hopefully later this week. But one of the biggest updates that I've seen, I've obviously got a lot of shrimp that are buried and about to drop some babies. But these Corys, I only have a couple. they started leaving eggs on the glass, which is really exciting. So I haven't decided if I'm going to pull them and raise them separate, or if I'm just going to kind of leave them in the tank and see what happens the first time around here. This is the first time I've noticed them breeding, so I'm really not sure what I'm going to do. It's still kind of early. They seem to be kind of hanging around them a lot, almost protecting them is what I've noticed. But yeah, pretty cool. Tank's looking good. We did end up losing one guppy, which is kind of sad. But what I do with all my dead fish is I end up just putting them under the plants and letting the plants kind of take those nutrients. So I'm not a big, take the fish out of the tank. The only time I'll really do that if I notice there's like a disease and I've got a lot of fish dying from something specific that's, kind of a problem. But when it's, a one-off kind of old age type deal, I'm not really too worried about, the dead fish or the bacteria that, could be caused from it. I typically replant and call it a day. But yeah, tank's looking good. Sorry about the glare. I know there's a little bit of glare from the windows and the door and stuff, but plants are looking good. I was able to get rid of some of the guppy grass. I gave it to one of my buddies. So that was nice to kind of open up a little bit more area for these guys to swim. But yeah, I'm just not sure what I want to do right now. If I want to kind of keep this a live bear, shrimp, community tank, or if I want to, maybe pull these Corys and start breeding them in that new 20-gallon. I'm just not sure what I want to do right now. But yeah, I figured I'd just make a quick little update video. You guys kind of see what I've got going on. Let me know what you've got going on. Let me know what you want to see next. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.